Hello and welcome to English in Real Life, the podcast that helps you learn the English you hear and use in everyday situations. I'm your host, Mark, and I'm so glad you could join us. Today, we're talking about something many people do every single day, commuting. That's the journey you make from your home to your workplace. And to help us understand what it's like in a big, busy city, we have a special guest with us today. Her name is Chloe, and she is a data analyst living and working in London. Chloe, welcome to the show.
Hi, Mark. Thanks so much for having me. It's great to be here.
We're thrilled to have you. So, to start, could you tell our listeners a little bit about what you do? What does a data analyst do?
Of course. In simple terms, I look at large amounts of information or data for a company. I try to find trends, patterns, and interesting insights that can help the business make better decisions. It involves a lot of numbers and staring at computer screens all day.
That sounds fascinating. And you do this in London, one of the biggest cities in the world. Where is your daily commute from and to?
I live in a residential area in South London near Battersea Park, and my office is right in the center of the city near St. Paul's Cathedral. Though every day I travel from the suburbs into the very heart of London.
Okay, so you really get the full London commuter experience.
Oh, definitely. My main form of transport is the train and then a short walk. In total, it takes about 45 to 50 minutes each way, if everything runs on time.
If everything runs on time, the famous last words of a commuter. So, can you walk us through a typical morning? What time do you leave the house?
Well, I need to be at my desk by 9 o'clock, so I usually leave my house around 7:15. This gives me enough time to walk to my local station, which is about 10 minutes away.
And what's the station like at that time?
It's already very busy. This is what we call rush hour, the time in the morning and evening when most people are traveling to or from work. So the platform is just full of people everywhere you look, ready to cram on the train.
Right, rush hour.
Exactly. Everyone is standing, looking at their phones, or checking the information boards to see when the next train is arriving. There's a real sense of energy and maybe a little bit of stress. It's what people often call the hustle and bustle of city life.
Hustle and bustle. That's a great phrase. It perfectly describes that feeling of busy, noisy activity.
It really is. You hear the announcements over the loudspeaker, the sound of the trains arriving and leaving, people chatting. It's a lot of noise and movement all at once.
So the train arrives. What happens next? Is it a polite, orderly queue to get on?
Not exactly. There's sort of an unwritten rule that you let people get off the train first. But after that, everyone tries to get on quite quickly. During rush hour, it's very rare to get a seat. Most people have to stand for the whole journey.
So it's crowded. You're standing very close to other people, like shoulder to shoulder.
Very close. We call it being packed like sardines. You're shoulder to shoulder with strangers. It's something you just get used to.
Packed like sardines, another fantastic idiom. And what do people do during the journey? Is everyone talking?
Oh no, that's another unwritten rule of commuting in London. People generally don't talk to each other.
Really?
Yes, it's very quiet considering how many people there are. Almost everyone has headphones in, listening to music or podcasts like this one.
We hope so.
Others are reading books or newspapers or scrolling on their phones. It's like everyone is in their own private bubble. It's quite a contrast to the noise and energy of the platform.
That's a great description. A personal bubble in a crowded space. So, when you arrive at the main station in central London, is it more of that same hustle and bustle?
Yes, but magnified by 10. The central stations are huge. Thousands of people all getting off trains at the same time, all moving quickly, trying to get to their offices.
Wow.
You have to navigate through crowds of people. There's a definite flow, like a river of people. You just have to join the current and move with it. From there, I have a 10-minute walk to my office, which is actually a really nice part of the commute. It's a chance to get some fresh air before sitting down for the day.
That sounds like a great way to end the journey. Now, for our listeners who might be planning to visit or work in a big city like London, do you have any tips for commuting?
Definitely. My first tip would be to get a travel card, like an Oyster card, or use contactless payment. It's much cheaper and easier than buying a paper ticket every day.
Good practical advice.
Second, always check for delays or cancellations before you leave the house. There are many apps for that. It can save you a lot of time and stress. And a very specific London tip, on the escalators in the stations, you stand on the right and walk on the left.
A very important rule.
It is. People get very annoyed if you block the walking lane. My final tip would be to just be patient and aware of the people around you. Everyone is just trying to get somewhere, so a little bit of patience goes a long way.
That's fantastic advice, not just for commuting, but for life in general. Chloe, thank you so much for painting such a vivid picture of the London commute for us. It's been incredibly insightful.
You're very welcome. It was my pleasure to share it.
So, for all our listeners, let's quickly recap some of that great vocabulary. We heard commute, which is the journey to work, rush hour, the busiest travel time, hustle and bustle, which means busy, noisy activity, and packed like sardines, a fun idiom for being in a very crowded space. That's all the time we have for today on English in Real Life. A huge thank you again to our guest, Chloe, and thank you all for listening. Join us next time for more real-life English. Goodbye for now.